to my pharmacy friends, to our pharmacy channel. As we all know, currently the situation is not so good, not only in India but all across the world. So here previously I have already given most of our subscribers, our viewers, the information regarding your books regarding the first year, second year, third year, and the fourth year, fifth year, and sixth year will soon be given to you. So before that, our Pharma Tree members thought of making this video personally for our viewers regarding the PCI guidelines, that is the Pharmacy Council of India guidelines for our pharmacy friends, where the PCI has given proper information regarding how to manage the exams. The information is given not only to the students but to the universities of how to conduct the exam and other information. Many of our viewers may not have understood the normal PDF of the PCI, so I thought that I will explain this PDF to all our viewers. So please stay tuned for my upcoming criteria about explaining the PCI. So I'll explain it to you people in a better way so that you people can understand it better. So friends, here we have the PDF regarding the PCI, that is the Pharmacy Council of India, constituted under the Pharmacy Act 1948. All our pharmacy friends might be properly knowing about this body, actually government body. So regarding the PCI, if you have any questions, like if you didn't know about them, you can ask in the comments below. So starting off, we'll start with the general guidelines which the PCI has given in this PDF right now here. So on 9th April 2020, this was sent to all the pharmacy people, your university lecturers, teachers, students. So this the reason behind this information is, right now, due to the COVID-19, a lot of challenges are coming up in all the universities throughout India. So since this is a central government initiative taken, the PCI has given all the information that is necessary for us. So we can read here that what reason I have already given. The COVID-19 has resulted in an inevitable disruption of pharmacy education throughout the country, but preventing chaos that follows is our choice. So we know that it's our chance here to prove that we are a true pharmacist by maintaining social distancing, by giving information to all our friends and relatives regarding how to prevent this virus from spreading. So right now we'll leave that part behind and we'll continue on what PCI has to tell here. So these guidelines is for the examining authorities and the pharmacy educators. The following guidelines and norms to be implemented to ensure that teaching and learning is not affected in institutions, and to the people it remains a continuous learning process without being felt disadvantaged. These recommendations and norms are being made keeping in mind the following reasons. So here they have told that for whom this message is for, and coming up next we'll go for the students who are the primary stakeholders are not disadvantaged by the disruption in the teaching, learning and education process. This means that the students must not be discouraged from the education field. Like, you knew the academic year was not over, it was going on, but in middle the virus came and all this happened. So The PCI wants the teachers to see that the students get proper online education and all the assignments required. So the faculty and staff are continuously engaged after thorough remote or other technology based teachings, learning process and other tools, thereby being in process the working from home remote sites and are not threatened by the loss of position and continue to be on the payrolls of the institution. So there they are telling that this information is for the lecturers, so not regarding to us. So the mission is to ensure quality education in pharmacy nationally. So I have already told you the education must not be affected due to the virus. That is what they are seeing out here. Make available enough pharmacist workforces with the right competencies to meet the healthcare needs of the country. Okay, that is good. So here we come to the academics, which most of our pharmacy people have doubts regarding. So I'll read it out. The academic institutions through various orders of the government of India, state governments, statutory bodies and district administration have been asked to close completely or asked to suspend classes and other teaching learning using technology and working from home. So they have asked to suspend all the classes right now, looking at the current situation. Similarly, several guidelines have been given by the Government of India and its autonomous bodies to use various learning resources, technology, platforms, and innovative teaching approaches. The students have been advised to study from home, maintain social distancing, and restrict their movements from their present place of stay. So this is the same guidelines which the government wants us also to do, who are common people and even students. Advised to study from home. The Pharmacy Council of India makes the following recommendations to the pharmacy institution and pharmacy educators. And the next information is for the principal and the head of the institutions are advised to take necessary steps and to put up the necessary timetable and structure in place so that the faculty are able to engage in online teaching to the students and complete the theory part of their curriculum through remote teaching for as long as the institutions have been asked to remain closed by the government and the district authorities in different parts of the country. So this again is in the hands of our particular colleges or universities to actually what to do with the students, how to manage the situation, like in case of our exams which have not been conducted right now, which has to be conducted in this month, actually in the month of May. So we also know that all the government areas, many authorities have been closed already. They may do so by sharing the learning resources in advance through their website, email to students and other learning apps available. Yeah, so this is already told by the PCI that we must normal message. The institution faculty may document the details of classes taken, the students engaged, the percentage of attendance and assessments and assignments conducted. That must be documented. Like if probably you might be knowing that all the colleges or your universities also might be conducting assignments and other stuffs and even taking attendance in order to maintain a record. So the learning efforts provided in various regulations for being eligible to appear for examination, that is there. Then the examining authority are also advised to take cognizance of the same towards fulfillment of academic requirement for admitting a student for examination. Then we have, as regarded to the practical, experimental, clinical classes are concerned, the institution may engage students to complete the same through block teaching or on reopening of the college, keeping in view that the theory classes should have been completed through the online mode. Okay, so here they are telling that the practical classes will be taken as soon as the college reopens whereas the theory must be completed within the prior period. Right now the month of April, May, June, elsewhere where right now the lockdown is going on, so they'll do online teaching and complete the theory part for us. The institutions are encouraged to share their best practices to other institutions in the region to help advance pharmacy education in the country. So the institutions who have also are engaged are advised to send details along with document evidence and will be given due credit during the various fundings support that PCI gives to institutions towards faculty development and continuous professional development. So again we have faculty who are engaging students through online classes either through the institution or through their own personal online platforms will be given due credit by the PCI. Okay, so here they are telling that if the faculty does the online classes and all, there is a credit from the PCI itself, because the situations are like that. Even the lecturers feel it difficult to do online classes because it's not so easy. The apps are not so easy. You cannot say whether the student will listen to what you are saying or not. Like that, it depends. The principals and the head of the institutions are required to submit the details of the efforts taken by them in this regard, which will be considered while granting extension of approval to the institution. That's again information to the institution. So the second part we'll check the examination and progression. The institution may conduct internal assessments in various courses as provided in the various regulations relating to the conduct of D Pharm, B Pharm, M Pharm and Pharm D program using online assessment mode, that is MCQ, open book assessment, assignments, problem based assessments, so that the students are able to complete a part of their academic requirement to be eligible for the admission to the respective examination. Okay, here they are telling that like in most of the universities right now, first and second sessional might be over, third sessional might be still pending. So the PCI is telling the universities that they can do MCQ exams, or they can do open book exams, or they can do assignments or problem based assessments, so that they can finish another internal assessment and make the students ready as soon as the college reopens to write the final exam, so that they will be eligible to write the final exam. This is what they meant. As regarded to the university board examinations with reference to various pharmacy programs and the regulations and norms prescribed there under the PCI makes the recommendation mentioned below for consideration and implementation. Okay, another information to the college itself. So here we have the MPharm program, the Master of Pharmacy, as we all know it. So the examination record mode for these people, the examination for MPharm shall be held in accordance with the provisions contained in their regulation. The examination shall be organized on the basis of grading or marking system to evaluate and certify candidate level to knowledge, skill and competence, and at the end of the training for MPharms. So here regulations are given for 6 states. The examination shall be written and practical shall be oral. There shall be examination for the MPharm students at the end of this year. The first examination shall be the annual examination and the second examination shall be the supplementary. So there is no difference in that. So right now the present criteria what PCI is keeping is promoting temporarily the students of all the degrees to the next year actually. So we have seen that appeared in subjects pass the first year annual exam are eligible for promotion to the second year. So the recommendations have been given here, keeping in view extraordinary times, extraordinary recommendations have been given here. So for the MPharm students mainly, student secure, so here we have a proper information regarding that issue right now here. The student shall be eligible to score secure class and distinction subjects to their fulfilling the requirements as per regulation 15, that is 2 and 3 of the said regulation. So the student securing 60% of marks or above is aggregate in all subjects in a single attempt at the MPharm examination shall be declared to have passed in the first class. Okay, so students securing 75% of marks or above in any subject or subject shall be declared to passed in distinction. So here about MPharm there is no changes, it's the same thing. The practical exams, recommendations from the PCI, it's all same. Whereas for the BPharm, I guess since theirs is the semester system, at end of the academic year, okay, they'll also be having the exam at the end of the academic year. So here what is here the information what we require is there. So mode of examination, theory exam shall be 3 hours and practical shall be of 4 hours duration. A candidate who fails in theory or practical examination of a shall reappear. So these are known stuff. Award of sessional marks and maintenance of record is also given. Minimum marks for passing examination, that also we know it very well. Eligibility for the promotion to the next year, all the students who have appeared to all the subjects past the first year annual examination are eligible for promotion to the second year. So recommendation, here the Pharm D is there. So here they have given yearly. Mode of examination, they have given the similar information actually for everyone, there's no difference. That's why maybe many of the people or the students may not have understood what they are trying to explain here in this. So anyways, the PCI guidelines you have seen already, like it's almost been a month. I am late actually in order to explain this to you people, but apart from the PCI, the UGC also is there. So the UGC commission has told that the exam must be cut short to 2-hour duration, and more information about that is also there. So probably on the UGC guidelines I'll come up to you according to that timetable soon. Whereas the PCI there is no much changes. They have just requested for the time being to all the principals and the in charge invigilators to just continue the year, just finish the theory right now, and the practical will be seen later once after everything reopens. So looking at the current situation, it may not be like that, but PCI is a very important governing body for the pharmacy students, so we cannot just neglect it also. So probably in my next video in the pharma tree, we'll just give you the UGC guidelines also. So there you may get a proper information regarding how actually these governing bodies will help the students to pursue. So thank you for watching the video. We'll come up with more and more videos soon to give more knowledge to all our subscribers and viewers regarding the pharmacy course, and more information regarding the teaching of the subjects and also will be given to you soon. So until then, I would take a leave by signing off.